The festive season and the holiday season is already here, and I know it's such a fun time and such a special time, but I think a lot of us can relate in the fact that sometimes we get stressed at this time of the year, whether it is because there's too many plans, whether it is because the plans involve a lot of eating, a lot of drinking, whether it is because a lot of us have already done our life reset before 2025 and we really don't want anything to get in the way. So I understand that for some people the festive season comes with a lot of stress and overwhelming feelings. So that's why in today's video I want to talk about how we can enjoy Christmas, have a lot of fun, and still do the things that we want and finding balance. My first advice is to release the all or nothing mindset. And this is mainly for those of you who are already planning to achieve your goals and you are already in the path and working towards that vision that you have. So here the secret is finding balance. I have struggled with this a lot. Like in the past, I used to have this mindset all the time. Whenever I wanted to do my morning routine, if I didn't do it exactly how I envisioned my morning routine to be, I wouldn't do any of it. And that's really not how things can be done. If you have a long list of things that you want to do in your morning routine, but because, I don't know, say that for instance, the first thing in your morning routine is to wake up super early, let's say like 5:30, 6 a.m. I'm just putting an example here, but it's Christmas, right? This only doesn't apply to Christmas time, but any time of the year. Let's say that the night before you went out because, you know, life happens. You can also enjoy. You went out, you went with your friends, so you went to bed really, really late. So obviously the next day you're not going to wake up early. If you do, you're just going to mess up with your sleep quality. So here, the best thing to do is just wake up when you wake up, and then just don't look at that step in your morning routine and do the next one in line. What is it? Is it to drink a glass of water? Is it to have your supplements? You can still do that. And I assure you, it is better to do small things of your morning routine rather than nothing. It will make you feel better rather than if you don't do anything and you start feeling sorry for yourself and pushing yourself too hard. But for instance, let's say that one of your goals is to have a healthy, balanced diet. And in Christmas, it's no secret that a lot of eating plans come along and a lot of, you know, treats, Christmas desserts and things like that. And majority of the times, those are not really healthy options. So the key here again is for you to find somewhere in the middle. Let's say you want to have a healthy diet, but at some points you will have some Christmas treats. You cannot know everything 100%, but for instance, let's say that you know you have a plan to eating out with your family. You know that day you're going to be eating. You know that day you're going to be drinking. You know that day you're going to be eating chocolates or Christmas desserts, whatever it is. Well, maybe the days before that you can focus on eating clean and eating healthy foods. Again, the goal here is for you to find the way of working on your goal without restricting yourself. Because studies have shown that when we restrict ourselves, whether it is with a diet, whether it is with a workout routine, when everything is super strict and restrictive, at the end, if we don't accomplish it, we're often going to feel guilty, we're going to feel overindulgence, and we're going to create a very bad relationship with that goal that we want. Okay, so because I put the example of eating in this, you know, all or nothing mindset, the next thing that I want to advise you is to practice mindful eating. And this, what it means is just the moment that you're eating, whatever it is that you're eating, try to eat it at a slower pace that you may normally do when you're working. Because when we're working, normally we're in a rush space, mainly if we are people that have jobs in the city. I have a very bad habit of eating incredibly fast. But I do make the effort that when I'm alone and when I'm at home, I try to practice mindful eating, and that's just eating slower, savoring really the flavors of your foods and like textures and everything that you're putting in your mouth. This really might help with reducing the amount of food that we eat during the Christmas seasons. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with eating. I love eating, but I don't know if you can relate with this. When I overeat, my tummy hurts. I feel bloated. My energy just goes really, really down. I don't feel like doing anything and I feel very, very sluggish. And it has happened to me so many times during festive seasons, not only during Christmas, but any time that there's like a big party or we're celebrating something, we tend to overeat because we don't even notice that. We're just talking all the time and just picking the foods that we are given, and drinking also makes us eat a lot. So yeah, just try to find a way during this Christmas season to practice mindful eating and just enjoy the whole process of eating, you know, like slower pace, noticing the texture, noticing the different flavors. When was the last time that you actually fully enjoyed your plate and appreciated the food that was there? Okay, in the all or nothing mindset tip from the beginning, I also mentioned what happens if, for instance, you go out and then the next day you don't get up at the time that you want. So the next tip that I want to mention here is to get proper sleep. Between the late night festivities and the early mornings, or feeling like you have to rush to get somewhere because you have another plan coming up, at the end our sleep quality is completely ruined. And our sleep quality is one of the most important things for us to be healthy. When we sleep, our body focuses on repairing itself. It consolidates memories and regulates hormones like ghrelin and leptin. And these two hormones control hunger and fullness. And this is why I wanted to mention this. When we have poor sleep, we increase our cravings for high-calorie food and we decrease our immune function. So please just enjoy yourself this Christmas, but if you go to bed late, just make sure that you're getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Make sure that you're well rested and that your body is getting the sleep quality that it needs to keep you healthy. So if your schedule gets super hectic with a lot of plans, then the next tip that I'm going to tell you is to create a calm environment. This is not only going to help you reduce your stress, but also help you when you're about to go to bed, get a nice sleep and feel well rested the next morning. So yeah, again, I don't know if you feel related with this, but sometimes with the holidays, chaos can come in some ways, and there's nothing wrong with that, and we don't really notice it, you know, but it happens. It has happened to me. Like the other day, I had a wonderful dinner with some friends and my house just became a complete chaos. And because I have to work, because it was in the middle of the week, I still haven't had the chance to fully reorganize it and create an environment that I like. The goal of this is not to be perfect and not allow any chaos or anything happen. When these kind of things happen, my advice is just to know exactly what you can do next to go back to what makes you happy, what brings you calm, what brings you joy. So what I will do today, for instance, as soon as I finish work, is to just take the time, play on some nice Christmas music on the background and just tidy up my home little by little. And this is what I advise you to do. And there is science backing me up with this. I think I mentioned this almost in all of my videos, but when our home, when our environment is cluttered, our stress and our anxiety increases. And when we create a calm environment and an environment that soothes us, we're actually going to feel calm and relaxed. And this, of course, will depend on each person. We're all different here, and all of us just like different things. But maybe you can try by creating, you know, dimming the lights. If you have blue lights a lot in your home, try to avoid having that on at late in the evening. Maybe put some aromatherapy or some candles. You're the best person that knows yourself. So just create an environment that you know is gonna bring you that state of calmness and feeling really relaxed and like safe in your own place. Okay, since we're talking about your environment, I just want to mention another thing that I think is very important, and majority of us, we don't do it. And this is not only for Christmas season, this is just for whenever you're cold. With winter, we tend to put the heater a lot, and I get it. When it's cold, you just want to be in your home, feel cozy, put the heater on, make sure that you're warm. I understand that. I do that all the time. I'm from the south of Spain, so I don't really do well with cold. But there's something that we need to bring awareness, and that is that the air quality that we have indoors in our home is 2 to 5 times more polluted than the outdoor air. And this is because of dust, this is because of cleaning chemicals, the heating emissions, the cooking emissions, and this can really impact our health. Poor indoor air can lead to fatigue, headaches, and a weakened immune system. So something that you can do here is, first of all, have plants. Plants help clean your air. And second of all, make sure that you open your windows every day, at least 5 to 10 minutes. I know it can be hard because it's very cold. Also, this is going to depend on where you're living. But honestly, you need to make sure that the air in your home is clean. And also, if you don't want to suffer while you're opening the windows, maybe you can leave the windows open and meanwhile go for a quick walk and get yourself also some fresh air, which is going to help your immune system and you feel better. And then you can just come back home. Your home has been refreshed, so then you can just close the window and create the warm and cozy environment that you want. The next thing that I want to mention is our gut health. As I mentioned earlier, with the Christmas season, a lot of eating plans come along, and our gut health is often overlooked during the holiday season. And our gut health is not only important for our digestion, but also for our mood, our energy levels, and our immune system. Your gut microbiome is a collection of trillions of bacteria. This bacteria that you have in your digestive system is helping you regulate everything from nutrient absorption to serotonin production, which is your happy hormone. However, when we have diets that are high in sugar, high in processed foods, or also they have very low fiber, this can disrupt this delicate balance and lead to bloating, fatigue, and a lowered immune response. So you can make the effort of introducing gut-friendly foods like kefir or yogurt to help nourish your gut bacteria. You can drink kombucha. You can try to find vegetables that are really, really high in fiber that are going to also help with your gut health. But what I do always, mainly like in the holiday season, because I have my supplements, but let's be honest, I'm human, so sometimes I forget to have them. But whenever I'm on vacation or I know it's just a season that I'm going to be eating a lot, I make an extra effort into not forgetting my probiotics. And the one that I have is from Seed. I will have it down below, the link, if you're interested. Also, again, if you feel like I always say that I'm leaving a link down below and I forget, please just tell me which one I forgot, because I have so many things in my mind and I have so much work that sometimes I just forget about something. But please let me know. I never get bothered if you ask for a specific thing that I said I would create and then I didn't put it there. The next thing, and this may sound very obvious and very logic, but you cannot imagine how much less water we drink when we're out there eating and drinking alcohol, because at the end of the day you feel like you're drinking, right? Like you are actually drinking, so you feel like you're being hydrated because you're drinking. It's not only with alcohol, but like you're drinking wine, you're drinking tea, you're drinking coffee. This makes us feel like we are hydrating ourselves, but we really are not. So something that I do is that whenever I order a glass of wine, or whenever I have drunk 2 glasses of wine or something like that, I ask for a glass of water. I always make sure that I'm combining both so that I don't reach the dehydration point. Water is very important, and I think this needs a lot of awareness, because some of my friends are still surprised when I tell them how important water is. Water is essential for almost every function in our body, from digestion to energy production. Dehydration can have a huge impact on our health. It can lead to fatigue, to headaches, to poor concentration. And also, if you don't like water, you can always make it fun. Add lemon, mint, add a lime, whatever it is that you like. Maybe you can cut some cucumber and put it in there. Just make it fun. And also, if you feel like you are always forgetting to drink water, carry a water bottle with you or add a reminder. Again, you are the person who knows yourself the most, so do whatever it is that you have to do in order to make sure that you're hydrated during the holiday season. The next thing that I want to mention is to stay active. With the holiday season, and not only the holiday season, but with winter, we just want to be warm and indoors at all times. And I get this, really, I get this. I know it's not everyone that feels like this, but I think a lot of us do. The cold really just doesn't help. So I get that you just want to be warm in your home, in your sofa, with your blanket, feeling, safe, protected. I get that and I love that, but the human body was not meant to be sedentary, so make sure that you move. And it doesn't have to be a crazy workout. If you don't feel like doing that, just go for a walk. With the holiday season, you can even make a plan to walk around a nice place with your friends or your family members, anyone that you feel like you want to spend time with during this season, you can make a plan that involves moving. Physical activity is going to boost your endorphins, which improve your mood and help you reduce your stress. It is also going to help with your circulation and your lymphatic drainage. And this actually helps your immune system. So yeah, go for a family walk. If you're in a place with snow, maybe go for a snow fight. Or when you're having people over, dance to your favorite Christmas songs. I don't know. Just move your body. Make sure that you're moving and that you're not sitting down all the time. Maybe you can do some stretching or yoga. I will post a yoga session for Christmas, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. I'm trying to make it part of my new tradition to post a yoga session for, every year for Christmas. Okay, and the next is self-care. Please remember to take care of yourself during this season. A lot of us just focus on helping our families to, make sure that the table is ready with all the food, going there, shopping here. We need to now run this errand, and that is great. I love that. Whenever I go back home, I love helping my mom because I know how much stress she can get when she wants everything to be ready and perfect for our guests. And that's amazing. It's an amazing thing to do. And also, I think it helps you connect with your family. But yeah, just don't forget to take care of yourself. Because when you're always working, when you're always doing things, like, it doesn't mean just work like in your job, but when we're always rushing, when we're always running errands and doing this and doing that, our stress increases. Sometimes we don't even notice it. I feel like lately we only feel stress when it gets to a chronic point. And when we are stressed, our cortisol levels are going to increase so much. And this hormone, when it's in high amounts, it's going to weaken our immune system, it's going to disrupt our sleep, and even lead to weight gain or feeling bloated. So please take care of yourself, because taking care of yourself is going to help you reduce cortisol levels and overall help with your mental health. So try to add a little self-care time for you, even if it's just 10 minutes. Just do a self-care practice that is going to help you feel better. It can be journaling, it can be meditation, it can be a warm bath, or simply just practicing breathing in a quiet, calm place. This really is going to help you reduce your stress and make you feel rested. Okay, and last but not least is connection over perfection. At the end, the holiday season is not about having the perfect decoration, the perfect meals, the perfect schedule. It's about sharing love and joy. When we have social connections, our stress levels actually decrease. Of course, this always depends on the type of people that you're spending time with and the impact of those people to you. I don't want to enter into that because I think we can be talking about that for a very long time. But generally, when we have social connections with people that we love and people that we like, our stress levels actually decrease. Our mood is improved, and it can lead to longer lifespans. Having meaningful relationships are one of the strongest predictors of overall health and happiness. So focus on creating fun memories or lovable memories over perfection. Whether it is baking cookies with your loved ones, or cooking meals with your loved ones, laughing at silly jokes, playing games, or just being present, being there in a nice conversation, catching up. Just try to be mindful and present and enjoy those times. And also, again, try to leave out the perfection. If you have done your life reset and you really want to work on your life reset during this Christmas, again, try to find a balance. What I used to do, because this Christmas it will not happen because I have decided to stay here and not go back home. But if you're going back home, or you're traveling, or you just think that you're going to be with a lot of plans, you can try and see when those plans are going to happen more or less, and then try to schedule time in your calendar for when you want to focus on a specific goal or a specific habit that you want to work on. But again, try to go with the flow and not create a very restrictive schedule, because in the end, instead of enjoying the process of a life reset, you're just going to increase your stress and feel guilty and push yourself too hard. So yeah, that's my advice. Try to find a little balance in between and do what works best for you. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I really hope that you liked this. I really hope that this video brought you value and that it helps you have a healthy Christmas while you still enjoy everything that comes with it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas!